His and hers, hers and his. Did y'all see that show? I really enjoyed it. Oh my God, I did not see the murderer. Can I say that TikTok? I don't know. I didn't see who was the murderer. It's a murder mystery type of thing. I did not see it come. I thought it was the main character. Then I thought it was the husband. I thought it was the husband's sister. Everybody but who it really was. And I'm like, oh my God, it was right there. It was right there. Oh, let's talk about some of these characters real quick. Y'all know I like to ramble. It's gonna be random stuff. Spoilers, cursing. Anna, Tessa Thompson. Oh, Tessa Thompson. That's an acting ass woman right there. Because she's so light and airy in her interviews. But Anna, bitch. What the kids do? Wait. I don't know, but she did that. She did that. Okay, so Anna goes missing for a whole year because she lost her baby. The baby had passed away from crib syndrome, I believe. It was nobody's fault, but she just felt like something wasn't right, and her husband convinced her to go, and they left her with her mom, and yeah. So she disappeared for a whole year. I was like, oh, told nobody. The mama, the daddy, nobody knew. Now, the husband is a detective, and he searched for her. And when they finally met up after a year, he was like, you know, I looked for you. I lost my job because of you. And she said, I would have fired you too. Because how are you a detective, but you can't even find your own wife? Girl, Anna. Anyways, Anna, yeah. So, Anna was like a anchor woman. You know, reporter, anchor woman, news lady, all that good stuff. But she been gone for a year, didn't even tell the job. And then come back with her little badge, and the badge didn't work. Girl, you knew that badge wasn't gonna work. You been gone a year, and you thought shit was gonna be the same. It was gonna be okay. Like, what? And she found out she got replaced by somebody else. This little broad named Lexi. I don't like that bitch. But anyways, she got replaced by that girl. Ooh, she was mad because she was like, you replaced a black woman with a white woman in Atlanta? And he was like, I don't see color. You're a colorful lie, Joe, Bob, whatever the fuck his name was. Talking about her boss. Whatever. But yeah. So she was like, oh, okay. And come to find out, Lexi's husband is the cameraman. So Anna was like, oh, I would like to take this case that happened in the woods. Somebody was found dead and blah, 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 blah. He was like, okay. Why you want to use her husband? Oh, I just heard he was the best cameraman in the business. Y'all, she fucked that man that day. Damn, Anna. She fucked that man that same day. God damn. He wasn't shit. Not only was they fucking in a hotel, this is a small town. Her husband knew she was at there because he had stalked her. Her husband stalked her when he found out she was back in town and saw her on like a little lunch date with the guy. She all cheesing, blushing. Then follow into the hotel. You supposed to be doing your job and investigating a murder, sir. Not following your wife. Like, well, she did just pop up at the scene of the crime. That was the first time he seen her. He's like, what the fuck? Bitch. Yeah. Anna's wild. What did it for me is later on in episode 2, she's still messing with this dude. She's still messing with the dude, even though the husband the husband was knocking on the door. Banging on the hotel door, and she was still trying to get it off. And she was like, oh, nope, I'm so close. I'm like, it ain't gonna work, girl. He breaking the concentration. I thought he was gonna break down the door, but he didn't. But when she finally opened the door and she saw it was him, she was like, oh, fuck. So she was like, oh, that was my husband. I gotta go. Bitch. Anyway, I'm like, damn, you ain't tell nobody? But anyways, Anna messy. But Lexi got her ass back. Ooh, y'all. I'm sorry. It's hard for me to get out because that joke was so cold. Okay, so while Anna is doing like a field reporter, she's like recovering cover what's going on. And right when they're done, the cameraman, which is Lexi's husband, I forgot his name. What is his name? Anyways, he unimportant right now. Lexi's husband was helping her take her mic off, and she was flirting with him, and they were still being filmed, and she just looked dead at the camera, and ooh, the way she gave that look like, yeah, I'm fucking your man, bitch. Lexi was like, I bet. So Lexi disappeared. I'm like, damn, Anna, did you take her out? Because I think Anna is taking the people out. I think people to use it to revitalize her career, because she be knowing so much stuff about these people already. Like, she already knew it was a person there. Like, somebody had called in an anonymous tip that a woman was found in the woods, and I'm like, damn, Anna, did you, this girl, so you can revitalize your career? Because if that's the case, I mean, good storyline, but damn, Anna? No, it wasn't it. That would have been cool, but no. But a lot of stuff started pointing to her. Then somebody started pointing to Jack. Come to find out, Jack was fucking the dead woman. Well, not after she passed. You know what I mean. Her name was Rachel, which used to be Anna's best friend. Ooh, messy. You know you was messy for that friend. You was messy for that. Ooh, wait, not the ex-best friend. It's like, bruh. You couldn't mess with nobody else. Like, listen, Anna was gone for a whole year. No contact with nobody. Job, mom, him, nobody. So, I mean, can you blame him for wanting to get him a little cookie? So that's probably why Anna had got her little cookie. That same day she came back to town. She worked fast, okay? She worked fast, I tell you. Ooh, wee. But anyways, Lexi went missing. So they were like, Anna, come back to the station so you can take her spot. We need you. Anna got there on time. Anna had on her red. She was looking good. And that right when they was miking her up and they were about to roll cameras, Lexi popped up. I'm here. I'm fine. And they were like, oh, you're here? Swap them out. Oh! Anna was so pissed. I thought she was about to cry when she walked out of there, y'all. She was so mad. I was like, bitch. Lexi ain't there. Ooh. Like, yeah, bitch, that's what you get for fucking my man. Now, before I knew Lexi, I just thinking like, oh, okay, somebody's been gone a year. Why not try to get that spot? It's just sitting there. So, shit. Why not? But you later find out Lexi doesn't like Anna. Anna doesn't recognize Lexi, but Lexi knows Anna. And she been hating her since they were teens, so she did this shit on purpose. Fucking bitch. And Hughes. Jack ain't shit. He's the worst detective ever. His partner Priya, who's fresh out of school, she's the real detective. And he be trying to undermine. I don't like how he be talking to her. I be like, who the fuck you talking to? Like, because he's really trying to throw her off track because he didn't murder the girl, but he had just got done fucking her. They took her to the coronary, whatever, and they were like, oh, a man, her. And they were like, how do you know it's a man? Sperm was inside her. And he over there sweating bullets because he literally just got done fucking that girl out in the car in the woods. And then the next day, come to find out she dead. Ooh, so he trying to throw it off. Like, he don't want to say, like, yay, me and this girl was messing around, but it wasn't me. Because he really can't, I guess because he can't prove it. So he up here trying to throw stuff off. Like, hey, we need you to swab your mouth so we can get some DNA to rule out everybody. And he kept putting it off. And then he swabbed his little niece's mouth for it. And the sister confirmed, he has a sister. I don't like that bitch. Her name's Zoe. Fucking whore. I don't like her. She's not a very good mom. She's not a very attentive mom. It just be drinking. She just, no. Uncle Jack takes care of her very well. And I know he does that because, you know, he lost his baby girl with Anna. So, yeah. Yeah. It is, y'all. Zoe Wackass had confronted him about it, and she was like, did you? Because Rachel was her friend. They haven't spoken in a while. But she was like, did you murder her? And he was like, what? No. She said, well, did you fuck her? She said, because she spoke to me. We haven't spoken in years, and she made a point to speak to me, and it was extra friendly. And you know how that stuff kind of go. Some women do be like that, like, hey, how are you? Like I had some girl who used to be extra fake with me because she started dating my older brother. And I'm like, girl, you don't gotta be fake with me. I still don't like you. I don't care. Get out of my face. Before she knew I was his sister, she was just, hey, how you doing? And it was cool. But then when she started, hey, Tasha, how you doing, Tasha? See, when people say your name more than once, I don't like that shit. If you know, you know. Back on track. What I want to talk about? Talking about Jack wag ass. Okay, like I said, Pri is the real detective. Despite Jack undermining her and trying to throw her off, she still come to all these conclusions like, Jack, are you the murderer? And because it looked like him, because he's trying hard. He up there sweating bullets. They couldn't find Rachel's phone. Phone was in his motherfucking truck on vibrate. Y'all, and then somebody kept her husband. Rachel was married. Rachel's husband kept calling her trying to, because he was worried. Of course his wife was gone. So they had told him, the people had put a track on the phone, but Jack had called the people who do that, the IT people, whatever, and he told them, like, cancel that. Jack, you are like the worst detective. Worst. You can't even cover up your own tracks. If you used to finding other people's tracks, how come you can't cover up yours? Just terrible. My goodness. He found some kind of way to contaminate the sperm, like it was more than one. It was cross-contaminated. So, yeah. Or was his DNA results cross-contaminated? That might be it too. One of that stuff, y'all. I can't remember. But y'all, what in the heck? He was just so terrible. And you kind of root for him, but at the same time he's an asshole. So that's why he was so nice to to his niece. They gotta have somebody with a redeeming quality when people are like that. But anyways, Priya is that girl. Anna's mom, Alice, Miss Alice. Anna lives in Atlanta, and they're like outside of Atlanta, I believe. And her mom, I think she's getting dementia. She's been out at night, walking around naked, clothes missing, just confused and things. I'm like, damn. But they haven't taken her to a doctor because she's scared. I think they don't have the money for it. Well, now she can give her the money, but I think she just was scared of it. It was some reason she didn't go. Some old people like that. I don't need to go no damn doctor. I'm all right. Take my herbs, But yeah, poor thing. What the fuck I was saying, y'all? I know I got ADHD. I don't know. Alice! Yeah, Miss Alice. Sweet lass. You can start seeing the signs. She said, let me cook you something to eat, Anna. She made her some breakfast, and y'all had eggshells. Like, you can see the eggshells mixed in. And Anna's like, yeah, you're going to have to move on with me to Atlanta so I can take care of you, because this ain't it. Yeah, so that's another reason probably why she wanted her old job back, because she wanted that salary back, okay? I don't blame her. So, yeah. Then you got Rachel, the girl who was murdered. Her best friend, Helen. Them two were best friends, but they were also fucking. They were fucking men together and doing stuff together. So Rachel was blackmailing her own husband because her and Helen, they were doing some things to that man. What's his name? Duffy. Clyde Duffy. Yeah. When they first interviewed Clyde about it and stuff, he just was too open. Like, oh yeah, me and Rachel had an open relationship. She do what she wanted, and as long as it was out of town, nobody knew. And then he made sure to because he knew she was messing with Jack. He knew that, so he made sure to throw it in her face. Like, oh, okay. Well, she only messed with people that she had absolutely no feelings for, and who she felt were beneath her. She used to talk real bad to him and blah, 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 blah. And Jack was over there sweating bullets in his feelings, getting uncomfortable because he knew it was true. So he needed to they told Clyde to stop calling the phone because you drained the battery because we need to track it. And he was like, okay. So Clyde didn't listen. Clyde kept calling, and he called somebody and said, "Okay, is the battery gonna die? I'm gonna keep calling it. I just want to be done with this." Turns out he was talking to Helen. Helen was gonna blackmail him too, and Helen was like, "Keep, say this so we can put it on Jack." Cause yeah, Helen knew that Rachel was getting along with Jack and stuff too, and really she wasn't gonna blackmail Clyde. Come to find out. Then anywho, we'll get to that later. Wait, that part didn't make no sense. When we get to that, it didn't really make no sense to me, but yeah, we'll get to that later. Anywho, what's the dude name? Jack. So Jack ended up going back to the coronary. Am I saying that right? Mortuary coronary? I don't know. You know where they keep the dead bodies at and shit. Frozen. Yeah. In the coolers. Yeah, that shit. So he went there like, oh, I lost my wedding ring. So the guy was helping finding it and helping him look for it. And man opened up Rachel's cooler thing, pull her dead body out, and try to use the little face recognition to open up her phone. That ain't work. So he opened up her eyes and he opened it up. He immediately found the text messages of them. He had sent her some little dirty, nasty nudie pic. Well, not nudie, but like, him and his little tidy whities all close to the camera, dick prints and shit. Ooh, Jack. So he immediately deleted that, and then he saw what Helen and Rachel were talking about blackmailing C. They didn't ever spell out the whole names. They would just use initials like J, C. But yeah. Ooh. And Jack is adamant about pinning everything on him. Like it's always like the husband and stuff like that. Because he was mad because she was having sex with other dudes. He said, I'm finna go tell because I'm just done. Clyde got done with their foolishness. Later on in the show, he was like, I'm just finna go tell it all. And Jack was like, no, you drained the battery down on purpose because they finna do stuff to you. And you're under arrest. And Clyde was like, you can't arrest me. You ain't got shit on me. Jay. Oh, when he said Jay, it gagged him because he knew that he was fucking up too. Ah! And he just laughed him off, got in his car, and drove off and enjoyed the rest of his day. Like, Jack wasn't even threatening in that moment. Like, you ain't got no warrant or nothing. I don't know how that goes, but you ain't had nothing like that to try to arrest that man. That shit was so funny. Clyde was like, bitch. play with somebody else. Find something safe to do. Y'all, this shit was so funny to me. Because he said, I'm not the only C that she blackmailing. Turns out the C was for this girl named Catherine. She was like, she was a cute girl, but she was fluffy, Back then, but probably still, they try to be bullying our fluffy sisters, assholes. But anyways, they bullied her bad, and she always thought it was Anna's fault for some reason. Anna was trying to be kind, and the other little girls in her group would be evil and pranking people on purpose, and she wouldn't know, but she guilty by association. But what I don't understand, later on, Anna clearly be trying to help Catherine, but and Catherine still is like, still blaming her and trusting the others. It makes no sense. I'm like, okay, Miss Alice, the lady who wrote this, or was this just the changes for the show? It might just be the changes for the show because, child, I'm gonna have to look that up. Because I don't want to say that's in the book. Because if it is in the book, I don't know about that decision. But anywho's, because why would you trust your bullies with information? That's what I'm getting at. Anywho's, I know I'm rambling good, y'all. I don't even know where I'm at. Then I told the whole story. Oh my goodness. I really can't remember where I'm at, child. What was he talking about? What else Jack whack ass do? I got the characters pulled up so I can look at it. Talked about Clyde got on down. Oh, Richard is Lexi's husband. Lexi had drove back to town to meet up with Richard, like, oh, come on. And he didn't even get in trouble. She just like, oh, yeah, she's trying to take stuff. She's trying to take my life from me, and no. Lexi's like, not gonna let her. Come to find out, Lexi is Catherine. She done lost weight and started going by her middle name. Her middle name is Alexis, so she goes by Lexi. So, yeah. That's why she came after Anna, because she didn't like her since they were teens. Like, damn, bitch. Whew, my goodness. And it's so messed up, like, Anna didn't recognize her at all. Till at the end, when they went to the house. Yeah. Then here's, Richard he doesn't know the past that happened with them. Basically, I said all that to say, y'all, because it's long. This is long. I said all that to say, it was fucking Alice. It was the mama. The mama was the one going around, because she got Rachel. Ooh, she got her bad. Rachel was 40 times? 40? And they said she would have survived. It was just like 1 or 2, because it was done with like a little short knife. But 40? Then her nails were cut off, because she obviously was like scratching or something. But yeah, she cut that off. Then Helen got it in her office. She got in her office too. I'm like, damn, how did who got in? Because the way it looked like Jack had tried to go to the school to talk to Helen, because she was like a dean or something, and he couldn't get in. It was locked. But I could have sworn one of those doors wasn't locked and he got in. So it make it seem like he was the murderer as well. But it was Mama the whole time. Mama was not crazy. She was missing her daughter that year, so she used to watch tapes that they used to record of themselves, you know, teens and stuff. And she was always practicing to be a news anchor lady. So she would record herself acting like she's, you know, being a reporter. And then she had, the final tape was a 16th birthday tape. Y'all, her friends set her up. They brought her out to the woods. You know, like some teens like going out in the woods to drink and smoke and stuff. In the woods? No, thank you. Brought her out there. Some dudes pulled up with some liquor. And turns out, goddamn Rachel pimped Catherine and Anna out to them boys. They were about to assault poor Catherine. Anna helped her escape. But when they got off, when she got one of them off her, and Catherine got up, they ended up grabbing Hannah and they swapped her out. And Rachel bitch ass was like, oh, you can do her too. What? And Catherine looked back like, F all of y'all. Bitch, she clearly didn't know about this and she was trying to help you. And she's still like, nope, Anna the villain. That makes no sense to me at all. At all. None. So the guys assault her, and the 3 girls, Helen, Zoe, see, bitch ass Zoe, Jack's sister. She tried to act like, oh, it was just Helen and Rachel. They were evil, and Hannah's not what you think, trying to put it off and be all innocent. No, her ass was sitting there, right there with Rachel and Helen, singing happy birthday to Anna while she was being assaulted by 3 men. Bitch. Oh my God. And the girl didn't tell nobody about that. She just stopped being friends with them. But how you marry Jack? That don't make sense to me. You marry her brother years later, so she didn't come to the wedding, because none of them ever talked about it again. And Zoe had the nerve to still be talking crazy to her and, you know, dissing her and stuff like, bitch, she talking about that. Oh, it wasn't that big of a deal. Wasn't that big of a deal. At first I felt sorry for her when Alice came and her in the bathtub, because she was worried that she was gonna be next. I'm glad that bitch got next. All of them deserved it. Singing happy birthday while the girl's assaulted. Such evil. My God. So yeah, they all deserved it. Don't give a fuck. Now I thought Mama Alice was on the Catherine as well, but instead she was gonna plot. She was gonna put all of the deaths on her. Good job, Mama. But Jack ended up bringing Anna to their house because their room got canceled. A woman canceled it. I'm like, oh, did Lexi cancel it? So he would bring her out there so they can. Anna together. Is Richard a part of it? Her husband, the one Anna was fucking earlier. Y'all, that's how I was thinking. I was like, ooh, what happened? Turns out, no. Yeah, no. Lexi didn't do it, but she was finna in her house though, because came to my house, fuck my husband. Okay, we finna bury the hatchet, all right. Yeah, they got to fighting, and it was kind of funny. The tone shift, like it's a serious show, but then like that part, it kind of had a little comedy to it. It was funny. Like when the dude when she had said something to Richard, like, you did this, you did that, and Richard was like, oh, you people. And she was like, what do you mean, you people? He was like, you rich, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, okay. That tickled me. Because I got what she got. Because anytime somebody be like, you people, what do you mean, you people? We talking about black people. I get that. That shit is hilarious. But anyways, they got the tussling, and woo, that was a nice little fight scene. That was a nice little fight scene, but she ended up picking up a little... Because Anna always kept that thing on her, okay? She always kept it on her. Y'all, right when she thought she accused Richard of trying to, being the murderer, he tried to do something to her. And baby, she pulled out that pew-pew real quick in the purse and missed. I think she only had like 6 shots. She missed all of them. Girl! So when Lexi saw the pew-pew, she picked it up and tried to, but Priya, the MVP of the show, was outside and saw her through the window, and she shot her shit. And, man, through the forehead, instantly gone. Damn, Priya, bitch, you cold, ain't it? Okay, bitch. Priya that bitch, okay? She that bitch, okay? She did that shit. I was like, okay then. But yeah, Mama Alice was outside this whole time stalking everybody. So that whole year, like I said, she was watching these tapes. Okay, like I said, Mama Alice was watching the girls. She saw the stuff because the girls were recording and everything. And right when the dude started assaulting her, Hannah, I keep calling her Hannah. Anna had put the camera down to go save her, and while she did that, it was pointing at an angle to where you could see the 3 girls sitting there just on like a couch, a random old couch out in the woods, while they was on an old dirty mattress out in the woods. Yeah, you could just hear and see. Oh my gosh, she could have took that to the police or something, right? She could have, I don't know why she didn't do nothing then, but I guess she was too traumatized. Because, yeah, she wanted to block that out. I understand. So, yeah, so imagine your mom seeing this tape. But she didn't destroy the tape. She just left it in there, put it in the box, and put it in her bedroom. And you know what? Anna had came home to visit. You know how you go through your old room, had nostalgia. And she saw the box and was going through her things, and she saw a camera. She saw her old camera, and that junk was fully charged. I was like, no, even if you don't use something, if it's sitting there over years, because it looked like she hadn't touched this stuff since she was a teen, and now she's like her late 30s or whatever, then it would have died. That was another clue. Mama was watching that stuff. Oh my goodness. Mama had left clues. That's why Mama was getting naked, walking around at night in traffic, acting like she was acting like she had dementia on purpose. And like, oh, I'm a frail old lady with dementia. Nobody's gonna suspect me. And it was true. Like, she left her footprints in the woods because it was raining. It was all dramatic. These folks were really getting in the car in the rain and stuff. Anna, while she was visiting their baby's grave at night in the rain. I guess so she didn't want them to see her. She wasn't ready to come back yet. And so while she was visiting, that's when she saw their cars. She saw Rachel's bitch-ass car, and then she saw Jack's bitch-ass truck. So that's when she had started following them and saw them getting in. And Mama knew they was fucking. Because Mama, she was just so distraught over her daughter. She would go to the gravesite and see if Anna would come and visit the baby's grave. And so she was there. So she knew. She looked up and she was like, up like clockwork. Them two meeting up. Because that's what Rachel just like meeting up in the woods like she was a little teen and fucking in the car. Okay. So yeah, the mama knew. So this time the mama saw her. So the mama saw Anna seeing them. Ooh! So yeah, she was like, oh no, y'all heard my baby, I got something for you. Oh yeah, all of them got it. All of them got it. And then all of them had like a friendship bracelet tied around their tongue. And Anna had one too. Anna made those friendship bracelets for them. Ooh! That shit was cold. And how Anna found out. Okay, at the beginning of every episode, Anna would narrate, little words, little stuff. Just narrate, just that little brief moment. Like, she'll open up with that, and then it'll go into the show. And at the end, her mom had gave her a letter. And she sat down and read the letter. and her mama had confessed everything. That was her. She was the one narrating, because they be like, my mama always told me, if you want to do something right, you got to do it yourself. And especially when it comes to murder. I was like, wait, wait a minute. Because I'm thinking Anna the one that's doing it so she can revitalize her career. But it turned out it was motherfucking mama this whole time. Y'all, I did not see that shit coming. And, you know, after the mystery got solved, because mama pinned all this shit on Catherine. So it stuck. And Richard went to jail too. Richard like, no, me and my wife are innocent. But anyways, Anna and what's his face end up rekindling their love, and Mom said, I knew Jack wasn't gonna let anything happen to you, so I'm the one that had canceled the hotel, knowing that he was gonna take you there. What? And Mama's the one who called the anonymous tip on the dead body in the woods in the first place. Like Mama was orchestrating. Okay, Mama Alice. Okay then, you know, some of this stuff was like, girl, I don't think you did that. But hey, it's you gotta suspend belief a little bit for these shows to work, and that should be good. So yeah. Okay, Mama Alice. Yeah. So Anna's back pregnant. You know, since Zoe's gone, they adopted his niece, so they got a little loving family again. And the mama just sitting there taking care of them, and she looking through the window while Anna's sitting down reading. And she's looking at the window too, and they getting up their eye like, all she could do was kind of like smile, like, damn, my mama off these motherfuckers for me. Thank you, cause I mean they set her up to be attacked, assaulted. Hell yeah, justice served. Good job. But the fact I didn't see that come, because I thought it was Anna this whole time. First I thought it was Anna, then Jack, then Zoe, then even Lexi. Because Lexi, I was like, oh, this is like that movie Ma, where they set her up and she got assaulted, and then she came back and got their ass and threw their children and shit too. I was like, okay. But no, they had flipped it towards the end, and ooh, okay. I like flip-flopping and shit. Yeah, but like I said, some of this stuff didn't make no sense. Cause Lexi, or Catherine, whack ass, come to find out, she her own sister. Damn. Well, her sister was making fun of her, calling her like, you know, you fat slob, you need to stop doing this, blah blah blah. And they were going out to like the family had like a little small boat, and they would go out on the lake together and blah blah blah. And Catherine was a little biatch. And it was weird because at school she would be like the little fat nerdy person, and then at home she would be cruel and all this other stuff to like the servants and stuff. Like, ugh, she really was a little bitch, you know. But it'd be like that, like they be bullied at school, and so they'll turn around and do that at home. I hate that shit. But anyways, her sister was messing with her, so her sister was like, "Hey, grab my asthma pump." Why she told her that? Motherfucking Lexi had got that pump, and she just kept spraying, and she put it behind her back, and as she was walking towards the lake, she just kept pumping till it was empty. So while they out there in the middle of the lake, older sis had an asthma attack and she died, and Catherine didn't give a fuck. Now why would she tell Rachel that? Because this was after, I'm assuming this was after the whole thing, because they had played a prank on her. They were like, Anna, go invite her over. So they did. And Rachel went and like peed in a bottle in like a drink. She's like, oh, you can have my drink. And it was piss. Oh my God. So embarrassing. So she was like, I'm just playing. So for Anna's birthday, they had her surprise and they invited Catherine. And she said, I didn't do this. I didn't know. And they were, no, she did know. She invited Catherine and she apologized for the little pee drink. She said it really wasn't pee. But anyways, so that's how they set that girl up. They purposely invited her to set her up. So I don't see how she had the time to like get close with them to tell that secret about her sister. It don't make sense to me. So even after all this stuff, you know, they all set you up, but you only blame Anna, and you gonna reveal your secret to Rachel, the bitchiest bitch of them all? No sense. Didn't make no sense to me. But yeah, so that was the C that they were talking about. Oh, we're going to blackmail her with this. So that's why they made it look like Lexi was going to. So, yeah. I still enjoyed it, though. Y'all see, I done talked about it for like 30-something minutes. I know this shit was all over the place. If you got it, you got it. Hopefully you laughed.